everyone, how is everyone today? I hope everyone is well. I thought I would jump on and do a video using the So Much Love stamp set, which is what I'm showcasing over the next few days. Now, earlier I did this card. I can't remember the technical name of it. It's coming to me. It will come to me. There is a technical name for this cut in card. But yeah, it's sort of, it folds out like that, and it's got your different layers, and you can put your little spot there where you do your writing, or you could even put it there if you liked, but I left that part blank, though you can obviously decorate that as well if you like. So Belinda asked me to do a video on how I made this card, so I thought, well, I will jump on and yeah, make another one exactly the same, but we just in different colors and using different products. But I will do my best to explain it, because I'm terrible at doing fun fold cards, and I kind of just go along as I go and make up my own rules and measurements and ways of doing it. So hopefully I don't end up confusing the crap out of you even more. But yeah, okay, so this is the flower I'm going to use. I am going to cut this out. What I did with this one, I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll try and bring it as close to the camera as I can so you can see that I've actually embossed this with clear embossing powder and then used the heat gun to set it. And then I've used my watercolor pencils and then just really gently with my aqua pen just colored it in. So it's sort of another way of doing it, but I quite like, oh, that's a bit blurry. I do kind of like how it sort of just gives it a more subtle color into it rather than using the markers all the time. So that's the flower that I'm going to use. But to begin with, I want to make basically the base of the card. So what I've got is I've got a piece of cardstock, and I have just cut this at 14.5 centimeters. Hang on, I'll put this piece together so you can kind of see what I've done. Okay, so that's one sheet, and then I've cut that at 14.5. And then basically I'm going to use all of that, although I will kind of trim it down a little bit just so it fits. All right, now I'm just going to remember what I did that at. So I've done that at 9.5. So then I grab my piece of paper and I start scoring. So like I said, I did mine at 9.5. So it's a little bit thinner than what I normally do my cards. But it does kind of work. Okay. Now I've got to do this one again at 9.5. So line that up like that. So I'm just following that where that little corner is on my, what do you call this thing? My trimmer. My trimmer. So there's the 9.5. I love how it's got that middle row as well, so you can see from this end, because obviously up here I'm covering it with the paper. So down here I can see that that's at 9.5 as well. So I'm going to score that as well. And then that should give me almost 3 equal parts. So then I'm just going to trim that off. And again, I'm just going to bring that to 9.5. And then hopefully I've got that. I might just take it over a mil extra just in case, because the last thing I want to do is slice along the fold. Okay, so there is my 3-fold card. So then I made the decision that I wanted to go down. I'm just trying to think, did I go 2 inches or did I go 3? I went about 2 inches, so okay, sorry, I want to go to 2 inches, and all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to gently score that, just so I know where I'm cutting. And this is the part where it gets a little bit tricky. So I want to line this first crease up to the score line, and then I want to, where I've done that little score line there, I want to line that up on that side. So this is the tricky part, because you're not really using, you know, the ends of your trimmer. You kind of got to free hold this one. And then I'm just going to double check that I'm in the right way. Basically, I just trim that off, and there we have it. You know what, I could actually, I've actually done it. Oh no, I've just folded it the wrong way, a different way. So, I'm just thinking maybe I should have gone a little bit. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm actually going to trim a little bit more off, just so my just so it's a little bit wider. What I'll do after this video, I'll write exactly how much I've taken off. Yeah, I like that bit better. I just took off that little bit more. So what did I end up taking off? I ended up taking off 7 centimeters from that side and cut to that first little crease there. I hope that makes sense. And I'm sure that there are more technical words to describe what I've just done. Okay, now here comes the tricky part as well. Well, it's going to be me using a lot of words that make absolutely no sense, and I'm just going to really just wing doing this. Okay, so each section is 9.5, so I want all of these cut at 9 centimeters. All right, so that's why I've got 3 of this. If you've got a 6x6, you're going to be able to just use one sheet and have plenty of leftover, but because I'm only using the 6x6, I'm using the 3 separate sheets. I'm trying to work out, should I use it like that or use it like that? No, use it like that. Okay, so first one will be 14 by 9. And keep these because these are always perfect for little bits of scraps, also to make tags with. I use a lot of my little offcuts to make tags with them. All right, perfect. Now with the green, again, we want to go 9.5. By 14, but we will actually be trimming that down. But I will cut all my pieces so that way I've just got to then work out where my angle is going to be. Okay, so that's obviously pretty easy. Then we're going to do this side. This is where I really just use my fingernail and I literally just put a little mark where I think it's about 1/2 centimeter. So basically straight up to that corner. So, oh God, I hope you don't see my top of my head again. All right, I'm just seeing where I did that mark. Okay, so that little mark is there and I want to go straight up into that corner. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oops, I cut that on the wrong side, didn't I? And I've cut it upside down. Oh dear. Hang on. So I should have gone from, how did I end up doing that? That's, although I do have the right sizing, I'm not sure how I cut it the wrong side. You know what? Maybe it will actually look good like that. You know what? I'm gonna go like that and do the green front, because then I'm gonna have the yellow flower. So I think that will look all right. All right. So perfect. Hopefully. Perfect. That one I've just got to neaten that up a bit. I haven't quite taken enough off that. So I'm just gonna it would probably work so much better if I had like instructions for this, and there probably are instructions for this. I probably yeah, there probably are definitely instructions for this. So I'm just going to go like that. Oh, here's better. Even though that's upside down, you know what? I'm not going to stress about that too much. If I had another piece of this one, I don't think I do. I think I only had 3 of this one left. That's okay. That is okay. Yeah. I don't think it's going to matter too much because it's not a great deal of the paper showing. What do you reckon? You know what? I'm just going to go with it. We all make mistakes. We all cut things the wrong way and put things upside down and whatnot. Nobody's perfect. Certainly not me, that's for sure. But you know what? I don't think it's going to look too bad. And though I know the flower's upside down, I think it's going to be one of those things that isn't going to look too bad. Oops. There's nothing wrong with upside down flowers. There's no rule saying that you have to have your flowers standing up the right way. I guess it's just a bit prettier when they're standing up the right way, but oh well. These things happen. Okay, and then we want to do that. It's not too bad. And I think if I sent this to somebody that didn't realize that I'd made a mistake, they probably wouldn't even pick it. Maybe. I don't know. Oh. It happens. All right, so now I'm just going to cut this little flower out. Hopefully I can do this time without sticking my whole head under the bloody camera. Apologise about that. I really need to get some glasses because I'm struggling with seeing things unless it's like right up close to me. So I'll get as close as I can without having to put my head under. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Can you? Yeah. Hopefully you don't have bad shadowing. worst thing about doing videos at night time is you do tend to get that really bad shadowing as opposed to doing it in the afternoon. Alright, so I'm just really carefully going around the outside of that clear embossing line. And the good thing about this being the clear is it's not really going to show up too much if you're not the perfect fussy cutter. So if you do have a tendency to go a bit too far out, or you know, not get it perfect, that's fine. So normally I would use the watercolor paper, but I didn't actually do that this time, and I thought, oh, this probably isn't going to work. But it has actually, it's dried okay. I did give it a couple of hours to sit and dry before I started playing with it again. Oops. I think sometimes when you use the heat gun on it to help dry it a little bit quicker, that can actually help, you know, make that, you know, how the paper goes a little bit crinkly and a bit curly. So letting it dry in its own time, I find, is better than trying to dry it straight away. But then I guess, you know, we don't always have time for that. So if you can do that, do it. If not, then just be prepared that it's going to be a little bit wonky. All right. Almost there. So who else has spent the weekend doing some crafting? It's been a to be honest, there's not really a great deal that we can do here in Melbourne. Now, we did get out and go for a walk earlier today, and the kids were outside most of the afternoon, which was lovely to see. But man, it's starting to get a lot harder. Though the good thing is tomorrow we can go to the park. So it's like, right, as soon as everyone finishes school, we're going to go to the park and we're going to shoot some hoops. It's been a long time since we've been able to do that, which hopefully we get some of this beautiful weather. It keeps continuing, and then lots of afternoons at the park. All right, there's my little watercolor flower done. Oh, I actually quite like that on the green, but I'm going to have that there. So I'm basically doing the same card as I did earlier, but just I'm going to move. You know what I could do is I could stick it like that, and then that way it's going to be less noticeable until you open it up. But at least it's going to be less learn to talk properly, Kylie. It's definitely going to be less noticeable if I move that up, and then I can put my little flower down like that. Yeah, it's not the best solution, but it's a solution. Just work with what you've got, girls. Okay. Oops. Oh, it's stuck. There you go. Alright, we're going to use, colours I've been using for this card is Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to continue with that, because it is one of my favourite yellows. Although now I'm looking at it, oops, I don't think I've used Daffodil Delight cardstock. Like, is that Daffodil Delight or is that? I think I've pulled the wrong one out. I think I've got So Saffron. No, it's definitely Daffodil Delight. Oh, I don't know. I really need glasses, peoples. I really need glasses. Oh. I'm blind as a bat. Okay, so we're going to put that in the centre. Just move this down a little bit. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just wanting to get that as straight as I can. Here for you. Okay. Alright, I'm just got my dimensionals, because this is really just going to be all stuck down with dimensionals now. Make a few layers. I know I've got a pack open. Here they are. Okay, so chuck this on. And these little dies that I'm using here, this is actually from the Painted Labels dies, which are from the Poppy bundle that we have. So they've got these gorgeous little frames in them, which I love. These ones go towards the poppies and the leaves. But there's that really cute little border, that cute little like round nesty thing, and then there's those two, which I really love those two together, so I quite often will pull this out just to use those two. Okay, let me just see how I'm going to go about this, because I've actually done this card a touch shorter than the one I did before, so I'm definitely going to have to drag that up. Yep. Right, so I want dimensional there and there. Oops. Oh, I'm seriously not having a good night tonight, am I? No, Kylie. Nope, you need to go back to bed. Alright, let me see if I can stick that down there. Oh my god. And we need to move this little guy. Try to anyway. You know what? I might better just get him off without whipping it. Nearly. Alright. Let's try that again. I'm just going to have to drag that one down a little bit. I probably would have been better off just sticking it. Much better. Much better. Oops. Oh, what am I doing? That. Now I've got a... Oh, I'm having a really bad day. Okay. Now I've got that on, it's not quite... Hang on, I wonder if I can maneuver that. Right. That looks a bit better. It just wasn't straight. Okay, Kylie. and see if I can manage to stick the flower on without completely stuffing it up. All right. Okay. Okay, I want to kind of put it on an angle so it kind of just sits up like that. Wow. Wow. I finally worked it out. Now I'm just trying to see if I've got a scrap piece of white. Don't think that's going to be big enough. Nope. Actually, it probably could be. You know what? It's probably just going to, rather than cutting another piece, I will just cut this down. All right, so I'm going to go 9. Hang on, I'm just trying to work out which way I had it again. Hang on. Yeah, so I'm going to chop off that end. 9. I'll bring this over and show you what I'm doing. So again, because this isn't exactly, actually you might just chop that little annoying little bit off there. Was that the right way? Kylie, it's time for you to go to bed. Okay. So we push this over to 9. Slide that off. And now we want to run that. Oh, don't tell me I've done it the wrong way. No. Okay. So now I want to go from about there to about there. So I'm just making sure I've got my little score lines that I did. Perfect. All right, well this is basically the card done. Now in the other card I did actually stamp this little piece, but I've just realised it's going to be too hard to stamp on it now that it is being glued on. So it's probably a bit late for that. And now I'm just going to add some little bit of bling bling. I'll just use my little rhinestones and okay. Let's grab my picker tool. If I can remember where I put it. It's okay, it's sitting right in front of me. All right, so I'm just going to use 3 or 4 of these. I'm going to put a big one just there because I do have a little bit of ink that just happened to jump on over. Okay, I'll grab another one of the small ones. Oh, come on, just stop. Okay, I don't know what is wrong with me tonight. Oh my God, stop. Stop, it keeps flicking over on me. Got him down. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to put this one over here and this one over here, and I'll just add another one down to the bottom. Done. Done, 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 done. Now, all I have done is absolutely confuse the hell out of you on how to make this card rather than go, oh, yep, I can do that now. No, I'm so not good when it comes to coming up with instructions. I kind of literally, like what I said at the start of the video, I kind of just make my own rules up as I go when it comes to making cards. I'm pretty sure that if you have a bit of a Google on how to make this, is it like an accordion card? Maybe that's the name of it. Trifold. Oh, you know, I know that there is a technical name for it. There probably is actually like really decent instructions that show you the right measurements and where to cut, where to score, all that sort of stuff, rather than following my instructions, which is basically just cut and score wherever the bloody you like and hope for the best. And hopefully you don't stick your paper upside down. That was not very smart of me. But it still doesn't look too bad. I did use the larger flower on this one. So I was wondering, how come I can't get that one's, oh, that one's the bigger one. So I did that one there, and then I've done the smaller one on that one there. So yes, so thank you for watching, and I hope I haven't confused you too much. And here is the beautiful Love You So Much stamp set, which I am having lots of fun with at the moment. I've made a few cards with it now. How many is that? 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all a little bit different. But I do actually want to have another go at making like a Christmas card out of it. I think that would look really nice. So I might, that can be my little job tomorrow actually. Try and make a Christmas card with it. Well, thank you so much for watching my video. I really do appreciate that. I hope that you have a beautiful, relaxing evening and you in bed watching TV or putting your feet up and relaxing. And I will catch you next time I do a video. So thank you so much. Bye.